Welcome to Reality Aftershow coverage of Naked and Afraid, Last One Standing 3, the finale, or the finale, as we like to say.
Finally, the finale.
Finally. Holy flashbacks, Trish. If you were wondering why these three people were on the show and you're like, man, I really wish I could have seen some of the shit they did before this, you got it.
Yeah, you got all of it. You got
all the highlights and lowlights.
Yeah, and everything in between.
Yeah, you got the highlights and lowlights from the season. And it's just like, but what about their XLs? Not a problem. What about their first season? Not a problem.
Yeah, what about everything, all the seasons, all the look back, random characters in between. Which I think that was kind of interesting. They had a few cameos.
Yeah. So, well, it begins with Matt Wright saying Australia.
Yep, we got another one. Got another Australia.
Wow. All right. Well, so I feel it's.
I have to ask you, Johnny, how was Chicago?
Oh my God. Holy moly. I literally ate and drank for 4 days straight, like nonstop. Went to the casino. My fiance asked to borrow $100 and I had $200, and we went to Craps and she promptly gave it to them. And then I felt like I bought myself a little time. So I took my last $50 and did 3 spins on the slot machine and won $860.
No, sir, that's awesome.
To which my fiance promptly replied, "I'm not paying you back."
Yeah, fair. I think that's fair.
I was already under that assumption.
Yeah, what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine.
Yes. So, and we did continue drinking till 2 a.m. The next morning, did not remember me winning, but did reiterate she would not be paying me back.
Right. I'm sure you probably had it laid out in your wallet, all $800.
We were sleeping in it in decent proposal style.
Oh.
It was stuck to her back. It was
definitely not paying you back.
I'm not sure how many I left with.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So no, it was incredible. The best food I've ever had. Some of the best drinks. Have you ever had a spritz?
A spritz? Tell me about it.
A spritz is prosecco, aperol, and like
a spritzer. Aperol spritzer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aperol, Prosecco, and a little soda water and a little orange slice.
Yeah. Well, Chicago, they love to add the mint to most of their spritzes.
Really?
But my fiance discovered the tequila spritz, which is tequila, Prosecco, soda water, and lime juice. And she was like, this is all of my favorite things in one glass.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I could get down with that.
Yeah, I just drank a bunch of IPAs and some bourbon. Called it a week.
Yeah, call it a week.
Yeah. So, but we did end up at my friend's parents' place. They rent. They do not own. Their place. 6 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms. There's a video on my social media. $25,000 a month.
That's a steal.
I mean,
that's a dump.
Yeah. So I foresee Darren getting something similar in his future.
Yeah, I think he's got it halfway built.
Yeah, very, very limited counter space. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I can't believe that. You got to fit all that money up there that you win in the casino. So.
Yeah. So, but check out the video. It's a fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we had this guy drive us around on a bike with a carriage, the Frito Bandito.
Love that.
That's his name, the Frito Bandito. And we saw him on Saturday, and then Sunday we were at Summer House, and he rode by, and we're like, the Frito Bandito. And he came back, and he took us to New Balance. and then asked us if we wanted to get high before we went to the planetarium. The answer was yes. To which he almost hit every single person between New Balance flagship store and the planetarium, including baby strollers.
But did he hit them? That's a professional right there.
This close. Matt Wright would have, Patrick would have really told this close.
Just a little above the target.
Oh my God, just a little. So, well, guess what? It's day 31. It's 7 a.m. It's 72 degrees. I'm like, oh, it's going to be an easy day. And I do love this about Matt Wright. He is the king of putting over his competition. Because if you beat a loser, who did you beat?
Exactly.
So, like, we're going into this finale. It's just like Darren's the greatest. Possibly Cheney's better. Who's to say?
Well, Darren's the one who won and walked away with friends.
So, but I like that's a big thing in wrestling. On the lower levels, you have guys cut promos on other guys. It's like, this guy sucks, and he brings, and they're just like, then who'd you beat?
Exactly. Who'd you beat? Yeah, you want your company strong. I mean, I think it makes sense. It makes perfect sense, especially in these situations and survival. It's like you're competing and you're surviving, so you want everybody to be on the same playing field.
Yeah, so no, it's good TV. It's smart, so I love it. So, well, this is a pretty easy final challenge. It's scroll day, of course, and they're politely told that you have to make a ladder. You need 12 feet of cordage. Bring all your assets, and then you're going to jump off a waterfall. You're going to make a J hook with your cordage. Then you're going to make a fire, and I mean. They couldn't have made a hard one.
There's just a couple things in there.
Is this?
I thought was crazy is that they had the whole ladder challenge again, because it's like we already did that in the beginning. So to repeat again, I thought it was a little redundant.
Survivor has done stuff towards the end, and it's a flashback to the earlier stuff.
Have they?
Yeah. So it's not always, appreciated.
Yeah. I mean, I was expecting something a little more intricate or something a little different to showcase a little bit more bushcraft instead of repeating the same ladder. But I mean, I think it was a good time filler.
It was. I mean, with all the elements, it was great time filler. But it was just like, oh, okay. So and just a lot, considering probably no one ate the night before or the day before that.
I think they probably were still going on some jerky, and I'm sure they had some fish. This season, they're not showing a lot of those wins, with the exception of Matt's Pigs. They're not showing a lot of the food wins this time around.
Okay.
They're focusing more on either the drama or whatever the competitions are. Not really stuff that's in between, like the relationships and the chats and the excursions and the things we do on the side that fill the time. And of course, fishing and getting all that food. They're not showing that.
Okay, fair enough. So,
braiding Cheney's hair.
Yeah. Well, Cheney makes a big bushel Cheney has a big she makes a big bushel. Wow, it's weird. Who's to say? So, and then this is followed by lots and lots and lots of highlights.
Yes, lots of look backs. I honestly, I think they could have gotten through this in about an hour.
Yeah.
An hour.
I think every episode this season could have been an hour.
I agree.
At least an hour free.
Yeah, I think especially once they hit the halfway mark, when people started leaving and things started to get a little bit less crazy, I think they could have shortened it down a little bit.
Yeah, so I ordered this on Amazon Prime. I'm guessing this is 2 hours if you watch live.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours. And
that's
about
an hour
commercials and look.
Yeah, I felt an hour and a half was too much.
Yeah, Yeah, agreed.
So, but I mean, because like Survivor is up the game, they're up to 90 minutes, but that's with commercials, and I'm like, this is a good sweet spot. This is it's a solid hour. Call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get it. Like the fans, they want to hang on to the last little bits. They want to stretch it out and add that element of just like what's going to happen and keep you on the edge of your seat. But the look backs was just like, okay.
Yeah. Especially for those of us that have been there, done that. It's just like, I know. That's why they're here.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not here because they sucked their first season.
Yeah, exactly. And the way they're like, they would come back from the long commercial break and then show everything that they just showed up until the beginning of the commercial break.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's the VH1 reality television show formula, which is very tough. So, well, there's lots of methods to procuring your cordage. One, you can skin a tree, or you can do grass.
Do grass. Grass, I think, is easier on the hands and just a little bit easier to manipulate. I mean, what Matt did with the bark, I think that's fantastic. Really strong long term. And you know, if you're not really on a time crunch, you can make that work with the bark.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I feel like they would have emphasized like ridiculously strong cord. Like, I think just using a blanket term like cordage, there's no reason to be like, I need to make the strongest cordage of all time.
I think what Matt's looking at it and going back and being part of the first ladder challenge, he's a big guy. He's well over 200 pounds. So I guess he had to make sure that he was fortified enough. So in his case, I think the bark definitely made sense. And for Cheney using pine and some grass, I think that was also perfect for her small stature.
Yeah, but the cordage for the fishing line for the J hook, it's just like that's a lot of extra energy versus that grass should be just fine. And I think they would have said, hey, cordage. It's just cordage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, ladder prep is pretty easy for Darren because he's got the saw. I didn't feel like that was a huge, like, I feel like it was advantage, but it wasn't like, oh, well, he's just won the final challenge.
Yeah, no. It just basically, I think it freed up some time and energy for him on the beginning end while constructing the ladder. I don't think it was a make or break thing since they had all day to do it, but it definitely freed up for sure.
So, well, Cheney has an advantage because she doesn't weigh as much as the others. But she follows that by saying she's at a huge disadvantage compared to the others. Pick a lane, Cheney.
When is it?
So, and guess what? Cheney's doing it for all the women out there. If you don't catch it, she mentions it a few times.
A couple times I did notice that.
Yeah. So she's also doing it for her cousins and her mom, and apparently she has no friends.
And her nieces.
Lots of family members.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
Cheney. There's got to be people that want to be Cheney's friend out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's got lots of friends. I mean, I just spoke with Cheney the other day.
Well, she could have been doing it for her friends. Why does it just have to be her nieces, cousins, and?
I don't know. I guess that's just what came to mind on the spot. That's all I'm guessing. I don't know.
Who would you be doing it for?
I'd be doing it for me.
Okay, well, there we go. See, that's what I want to hear. Me too.
Hey, I'm in the challenge. I'm trying to win. It's for me. And then everything else is a byproduct.
Yeah, like afterwards, I'm going to be nice to people, but So.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to do that and have my granddaughter, my daughter, my mom, and all the women in my life. But initially, you're doing it for yourself. Like you're trying to win for yourself.
I feel like that was the correct answer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So while we're going through the process of constructing the ladder and everything else, once again, Matt Wright may be the best at explaining things to the layman of the world.
He is. He's got away with words for sure.
I mean, because he's like, literally, if you're sitting there and like this is the first episode of Naked and like, I don't know why you would start on the finale of Last One Standing season 3, but if you were to, this is the guy you need to hear.
Matt's great. He's expressive. He's articulate. He's like the quarterback. He really is. The spokesman.
Yeah, and I think it's obvious this guy teaches these survival skills to other people, and like we are literally sitting in it's Savage School.
Yes, that is the way it feels, and he really does have a way with explaining things and showcasing things and not making you feel like a total idiot. And he brings you in, he explains it, he doesn't make you feel like lesser because you may or may not know it. He's just really happy to skill share, and he's really happy to just like talk about it and show it off, and that's what's so endearing about Matt. That's why so many people love him.
It's great because he dumps it down, but he doesn't mansplain.
No, he doesn't.
And there's a fine line.
Things. And that's why people love him and they love watching him, and it's great surviving out there with him because he's got a humbleness about him, but also a confidence at the same time.
Yeah. Because I feel like other people in that same spot, they are mansplaining.
Yeah, absolutely. And Darren, I could say the same thing about him too. He's very, very humble and very good at explaining and showing. And I mean, I had him showing me some things out there, some traps that I was really interested in. And he was great, dumbed it down and took it step by step, piece by piece, and showed it to me. And I love that because you don't feel like you're just being like shamed into learning something. Like they're sharing it, and I love that.
But I could imagine that Darren kind of fucks with you when he would explain something too, wouldn't he? Like in a fun way. It's just like, oh, you do this, really? No.
Yeah, he could be sassy like that a little bit, but all in good fun. But
yeah. There's just a quirkiness that so works.
Yeah, but when Darren talks to you and explains stuff to you, if you don't get it or you're not like picking up on it, he doesn't make it like you're too dumb to learn. He just like showcases it and tells you again and just breaks it down like at like a low level where it's like step by step and like you're teaching a child. And there's no arrogance, there's no ego. It's just very basic. It's exactly how it is. Like you're supposed to know this. He's not like that. Neither's Matt. Neither one of them are like.
So I just feel that there's a little goofiness to Darren that kind of makes like it's just like it's just like, and then you do this, really? It's like never. It's just like I'm fucking I don't know. As I said, there's a quirkiness that I think is very endearing in Darren.
Yeah, Darren's great. I mean, it's like when you hang out with Darren, it's like being in middle school again. Like you giggle at the stupid things, the farts, and like things like that. It's like he's a real human being who's not up on this high horse pedestal. He is as real as you're gonna get, and he's gonna embrace you as you would embrace him, and he's gonna do it on a level that's just like funny and just very there's no judgment.
Let's see. Matt has the rawhide, and with rawhide you can do lots of things, and that's make a ladder for a big boy.
That's right. Matt's a big guy. He knew he did not want to like have big guy go down, so that ladder had to be nice and strong.
Yeah.
Imagine if that wasn't tied up, he would have hit the ground like whoa. Yeah. That would not have been good.
I don't know if you're aware of this. Did you know that Cheney was the last female there?
I heard that she was the last one there.
She mentioned it.
She mentioned it.
Few times.
I might have mentioned it. Yeah. The last female there. Beat all the other females. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, and she's doing it for all the females.
Only the ones in her family.
Only the females in her family. Her nephews, fuck them.
No, they don't need this for them. Just the nieces.
Yeah, it's not for them. Don't even watch.
Yeah, actually, don't even turn on that channel. It's not for you guys.
Yeah, second place, that was for the males.
Yeah, second and third, you guys can have all of that.
Yeah, so there we go. All right, well, it's the final day. They have to go walk a half mile with all their shit. Which is a lot.
That's a lot.
Ladders.
That's a lot. And it's not easy walking out there. I was watching like pretty closely them running across. That's all basalt rock. For
Yeah.
one, it's hot. And for two, it is so jagged, dry, and sharp that it tears your feet apart. So,
Ugh.
like, you could tell by the way they were running, even with their little hide shoes on, you could tell it was very uncomfortable.
So, well, this is pretty easy. You use your ladder that you hand fashioned the day before to get a bow out of the trees. Excuse me. Then you have to find some arrows, and then you have to shoot 2 croc targets twice. Matt Wright's are very soft and penetrable. Darren's are made of concrete, to which all the arrows bounce off.
Concrete and slime. I saw them just like skimming off. I was like, what the hell are they made out of?
The concrete, and with a slimy enamel over the top. But yeah, Matt's were sponge and styrofoam.
Yeah, and they actually had some type of magnetic pull to them.
Magnets in the middle of the sponge.
Exactly. You don't see it in that arrowhead, but there's something in there that just draws it right in.
Yeah. Cheeny's was half of both.
Yeah, they gave her 50-50. You know, they didn't
it was one concrete and one.
Yeah, one concrete, one. You know.
Yeah. But Darren hated his 2 concrete crocodiles.
I know he did. He kept calm though. If that was me, I would have been so freaking out like inside. But he kept it calm because once you see everybody advancing and going ahead of you, it kind of makes you like, all right, like do I slow down and give up or do I keep going just to save face? So he really pushed through. I was really impressed.
Yeah, it was great. So so then you use your J hook to catch a fish trap to bring on your fire starter. These are high quality fire starters that do not break with rock. Trish, you're familiar with these.
Let me tell you, Johnny, when I watched Cheeny making that fire and she said my fire starter broke, I knew exactly what happened to that fire.
Were you
starter.
like that's mine?
Day one on this
That's
challenge.
My fire starter. They gave you my fire starter?
They gave her my fire starter. That was a piece of shit when I started on day one. It literally pops right out of the handle. It's like a second grader hot glued a little ferro rod inside this nugget of wood handle. It's ridiculous. So her even being able to make fire from that, I was actually impressed with Cheeny because mine broke and then broke in half and I got nothing.
Well, yours was the woman fire starter, and
I got the woman version. Yes,
that's the one she requested.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I'm going to show them quitters.
Yeah. So, well, guess what? In case you were not aware, Trish, this means a whole lot. If you win, you get $100,000 and a 10.0 PSR.
Yeah, we all saw that posted last week on the Discover web page. The 10 PSR for Darren, then whoops, let's change it back. Did you catch that?
Oh yeah. You mentioned last week, but small spoiler here. I love Darren's congratulatory speech. It's amazing. He's like, he starts with, first of all, I'm the bragging ends at the end of this interview. I will not brag afterwards.
That's so Darren.
All $100,000 is going into the honeybee business, and I don't give a fuck about that 10.0 PSR.
Oh, he does not. Darren does not care anything about that stuff. He is not. Clearly, he is not for show like that.
Who's going to tell EJ? Not that EJ has anything to do with the PSR rating.
Nope, not that EJ has anything to do with that anymore.
Anymore. So, 10.0. Like, I literally, because they wanted the big soundbite, you've got a 10.0, and he's just like, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, no. What is that going to do for my beehives? Nothing.
My beehives will not produce more money. Yeah.
Show me the money, send me the check, and the 10. You could make it a 1 PSR. It doesn't matter. I'm walking out with the check.
You know, they asked like 2 more times, you know, just say something good about the 10.0 PSR. He's like, I really don't give a fuck. Like
and
him
I know
saying,
Darren does not care. I know that man could give a crap less about a 10.0 PSR.
Yeah, doesn't care
matter.
about a 10. Doesn't care about a 10.0 PSR is literally the nicest thing he said in the 3 attempts to get that sound bite. You know, it's just like, no, just say something good. He goes, no, but I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You're like, but just say. And it's like, no, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, he knows it too. We all know it. But yeah, some people out there that they're just out for the show. You know, they want the Louis bag, they want the fancy stuff, and the 10 PSR. And Darren's literally like, no, I'll wear like last year's shoes and what PSR? No, just give me the check.
So no, I could just imagine just like pulling teeth, and he was just like, and they're like, should we just go with he doesn't care? And they're like, it's the nicest of the 8.
Darren. I mean, I've seen him in challenges, and it doesn't matter what production says or what they ask him to do. He is not going to jump through hoops. He is not a circus performer. He is exactly who he's going to be, and he's not going to care. Like I remember hearing stories of them trying to get certain footage of him, and he would just like grab his privates and shake it in front of the camera so they couldn't use the footage.
Wow.
That's Darren. He's just like, well, they can't use that footage. So he's like defiant when it comes to certain things like that. He's just like, no, I'm not jumping through hoops. I'm not conforming and doing any of that. Like, I'm not here for that.
I love it. It was the highlight of the episode for me. I was just, you know, they want it so bad.
That's what you get to see. Like, I wish everybody could see Darren and even Matt for who they are outside of the cameras. Because there's so much more to it, and that's why, like, a lot of us, we do get along so well, and we have these relationships post challenge because of the things we talk about and the relationships that we bond and foster that you don't get to see, which you know how that is.
Oh yeah,
out there,
Survivor, my friend Philip Solomon from Deal No Deal Island season 2, he's doing a Survivor rewatch, and he's like, all right, I have like 2 pages of questions I want to ask you. Like, you know, we'll do it on the Patreon, whatever. He's just like, but I really need to know, like, you know, are these people okay people, or, you know, or there's some scumbags? And I was just like,
great
question. For the record, there's only been like 3 scumbags out of 700. That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good. That's really good vetting. Yeah. And I love to hear that. I do.
Yeah. I would like a few more. I'd like a few more that, you know, because like I would love a scumbag. I think it's a good story for a scumbag to be stripped of everything and having these ideas in their head and finding out that those ideas maybe aren't great, and maybe there's a change there because they've never been in a situation where change is available.
Agreed. And then when you have so many other good, genuine, articulate people to really show them what it's like to be a genuine, authentic person, it could change somebody or not.
But I think it's good TV either way.
Yeah. Either way, it'll be really entertaining to watch them squirm into their own skin.
Yeah. For the most part, they don't last in Survivor.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they would have difficulty on Naked and Afraid. It's a lot easier with another person or 2 other people than it is by yourself.
Yeah, it is.
Part, unless it's Suzanne.
Suzanne Fawn.
I know. Number one, Suzanne.
Number one.
Number one. We've got to get her on the podcast. It's going to be great.
Oh, well, I'll be off that day. I'll probably be my toenails or something. I don't know.
I'm going to miss 2. All right. Well, the challenge begins. Matt in an early lead. All right. Fat Matt running is kind of fun to watch. He may have been out there for 32 days, but he's still got a little junk in the trunk.
Yeah, he came prepared. He really did. And eating that whole time just goes to show you, like, there's so much food that we were all eating, fish and pig, that you don't get to see. So you're not maintaining weight like that when you're starving.
No. So, because, like, you would expect, him to leave and be like, honey, You ready for this? You know, he's going back, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're still fit. Did you lose?" And he's like, "Well, kinda."
I lost like 5 pounds.
Yeah. So, well, he didn't win.
No, he didn't. But he came. He came pretty close.
Yeah, but he came home like I would imagine his wife's just like, were you the first out? Like, you're still fat. What happened?
Yeah, he came. He was definitely way chunkier going in. So he actually slimmed down pretty good. But like, you know, it's hard to tell because he does still have some good weight on him. But he was chunkier when we started.
So, but you know, when he mentioned,
a big guy, he holds it well.
Yeah, and he mentions, he's just like, you know, I have not been running during these competitions purposely. No. He's like, but I'm like, this is the final. I'm running, you know, I'm putting it on the line, you know, and it's just like, look at the fat guy run. It's fine.
I don't think he looks bad. I don't think he looks too bad.
I say it with love. So the end of winter 3 mile runs for me are a lot different than the end of summer 3 mile runs.
No kidding. No kidding. That is for dang sure.
Yeah. So, because I don't wear my shirt with either one, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should.
Let's just tuck that in a little bit.
A tan makes you look skinnier. So.
You know, even fat, ugly people look better tan. I've said it for years. That's why I tan all the time. Just kidding.
Oh, you're beautiful, Trish. Stop.
Thanks, Johnny.
So, all right.
It's the tan. I know it.
Well, we get to the crocs. There's a 10-foot croc, a 13-foot croc. And, of course, Matt is the first at everything so far. Cheney is second on the J-hook. And I'm just like, holy smokes.
I know. But so they make it seem like it's so much further spaced out. But then when they show the drone footage,
that final turn, like literally Darren's about to pass her.
Yeah. It was seconds. It's obviously more dramatic to have it spaced out, but when you see the actual footage, you're like, oh, actually, they're only seconds apart.
Well, it's so funny the way they do it. The edit is there's no chance, and then we're at fire, and it's like everyone has a chance, and I'm like, pick a lane.
Well, I was looking at that too, Johnny, and I'm like, you know, Darren was smart. He got that huge bundle of dry grass. And those guys just took like a couple pieces of paper bark. Like, what were you going to do? Like, get the fire started and then go running around trying to find material? Like, Darren was the smartest one in that bunch at that time.
He literally kind of used Matt Wright's strategy against him from that first eliminator against Trent.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's pretty much what he did versus Trent. You know, it's just like, hey, more material and more wind means I win. And it's just, and Darren's just like, more material. If the grass is touching the rope, it's going to burn the rope.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't understand like the thinking process with those two with not getting more material. But speaking to Darren, he said that the grass was all around, but Matt didn't see it.
Yeah, that's what Matt said.
Yeah, Matt didn't see it. So if you go back to the Bull Roar episode, it goes back to where the natives have said that the Bull Roarer will hide things from you in plain sight, like the spirits or whatever is conjured up out there in the outback. Will hide things from you right in plain sight. And Darren said literally the grass was all around, but Matt just didn't see it. And and that's like a legit real thing. Like that wasn't just like a joke or anything. Like Darren's like, no, it literally was all around him. He just didn't see it.
Fucking craft day.
Yeah, he was either hyper focused on the paper bark or the bull roarer, and whatever spirits were out there just blinded him to it.
Matt Wright lost because of craft day.
Yeah.
Why
I believe it. I believe it.
Craft day.
Craft day, the bull roarer, you know, the girls went crazy. Everything was hidden in plain sight from Matt. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Wow. All right. Well, I bet he won't do that again.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
If he brought it home, he better burn it.
Yeah. All right, so Matt grabs sticks, Darren grabs dead grass, Cheney grabs kind of in between, and then we have Matt Wright literally cussing like crazy. And I'm like, I was like, oh, this isn't the Matt Wright that we're used to at all.
Yeah, you can tell he was under a lot of pressure. He was wanting that prize.
I don't think we've heard him use a profane word before.
No, he's pretty refined. He's pretty refined with that. Yeah, he stays true to the quarterback image.
He's losing his mind. I mean, like, it's literally like it sounds like me playing video games. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, he was stressed. He was definitely stressed because he had both, amazing competitors around him doing the same thing, and he was ahead of them. So for them to catch up, I could definitely see the stress level mounting. So the obscenities were flying.
So, well, guess what? It's this close, folks. Cheney gets a small flame, followed by Matt Wright, and then Darren gets a flame on his big clump of dead grass, which literally touches the rope that he needs to burn. Yep. And then he does war cry chirps.
Love that. I love Darren's war cry. I love it so much. It gives me chills. Love it.
What are these sounds?
That is his native background heritage coming out in full Darren fashion.
Wow. Matt Wright knew what those chirps meant. Matt Wright deciphered the code with those chirps. He was like,
he did. He knew. We've heard those chirps before. That's not the first win that Darren's had out there, so we knew that sound. That is only a sound Darren makes when he is 100% finished and in the front.
Well, today, that day was his day, and it was all because little Darren just wanted to play in the woods and never return.
Yep. It's a dream of all of ours. That or to be stranded on a deserted island.
So, well, guess what? The bragging's done. He doesn't care about the PSR. The $100,000 is all going into the honeybee business. A helicopter grabs him. It's the greatest day of his life. And apparently, Savage and Cheney are still in Australia.
Yeah, they're still hanging out. I think they're trying to figure out how to get home. I mean, the swim is big, so they got to rest up after that jump and swim.
That's kind of shitty that they just leave them.
I know. I would have thought everybody would have kind of gotten a helicopter ride, but
like
walk out.
A backseat helicopter ride is not as good as a front seat helicopter ride. So just put them in the back seat.
Put them in the back seat. I mean, you're still getting the ride, but you're not getting the view.
Yeah. What a dick move.
I know. Well, that's what happens when, you're the winner, last one standing, and you got that $100,000. You just can.
Yeah. Maybe he was just like, maybe he goes, I'll give you $5,000 not for them to come.
Yeah. I think he might have been like, you know what, let's up here.
Yeah.
Watch them swim back across the waterfall.
Sweet. So I'm happy with the winner.
I'm so happy with the winner. I really am. Last season, I had said it multiple times, like, Darren is the one to beat. Darren is the real deal out there. And that's the other thing, Johnny, that I love, which if you're a true Naked and Afraid super fan, you'll go back to XL2 that Darren was on, and he was out there with a certain cast member who calls himself a big deal.
Oh.
And so I think there was a little conflict between them back in those days. So I know when I heard him say that, I knew that was a little dig. I might not be a big deal, but I'm the real deal. And I howled.
Wow.
Yeah, so true fans will know exactly.
Oh yeah, well, I was roommates with that gentleman. So,
were you?
With the third leg? Yeah.
Okay. So you knew. I heard that. I howled. I was like, "Oh my god, that's the best dig ever."
Wow, that's.
I know. Yeah, a little something happening.
Well, we will see. Kind of a big deal on the next season, Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
Apocalypse. So I guess it's Naked and Afraid, except you're in a junkyard and you have to worry about tetanus.
Yeah, I think they all probably had to have extra tetanus shots, and I don't. Hopefully, they all. I don't know. I have not heard that a lot of females are successful.
Okay. So would you, did they call you for this one or?
No, actually this one started filming while we were still in Australia. as we were dwindling down, the crew was obviously like moving on, and they were flying right from Australia. Oh my God, there's a whole bunch of yellow jackets stalking me right now. They were flying from Australia right over to South Africa as we were dwindling down. So they were overlapping filming.
Okay, so if they had called, what would your answer have been?
For Apocalypse, I mean, look, Johnny, I'm a glutton for punishment. Anytime they have ever called me, I have gone. So for this, yeah, I probably would have. Would I have been happy to see my nemesis out there? Hell no. But I know I would have lasted longer than her.
So this one I think is the firmest no I could ever give.
For Apocalypse,
Rusty. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have said yes. I would have probably regretted it, but yeah, I mean, I said yes to the Frozen one in the middle of winter in Montana, so why wouldn't I say yes to Apocalypse with a bunch of
yeah. What's the difference?
Yeah, I get amnesia every
Six
once
of
in a
one,
while.
half dozen of another.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm excited to. But really, I'm just excited to watch Amber go home.
Well, who's to say? Fingers crossed for the Suzanne Pond #1 over here.
Yeah, well, my first little nemesis is Amber. So
we know. And,
I know, but I know
that she's got some of the best makeup from day one of anyone out there.
That's because she probably puts her eyebrow pencil somewhere up here for the beginning. But yeah, from what I have gathered, I don't think she makes it long, and I'm really just curious what her med tap excuse will be this time.
Oh wow! Shots fired. You heard
That's
it here
right.
first.
Shots fired. Hey, I've been catching hell from that episode for years now since it started. So
okay. Well, if you'd like
that's right.
If you'd like to chat Apocalypse with me, I would love to chat Apocalypse with you.
I'm down for that. I am all in, Johnny. All in, because you know what? I'm not in this one, so I can speak as freely as I want.
So also, we do have some people that are not named Suzanne that I believe you were in communication with that I would love to over the course of the next few weeks. Let's do like little 30-minute chats.
Give me some names. Who are you thinking?
Matt Wright, Darren.
Okay.
Who did you leave with?
Laura and Kayla.
Laura,
I can tell you, Laura and Kayla, those two are some of the most elusive young women that, I mean, I haven't spoke to Laura now. She's been off grid for probably 2 weeks now. And Kayla, same thing. They're hard to get a hold of. They're definitely hard to get a hold of.
All right. Well, throw out a net. So Max.
I'll put some. I also I know Kate is a big fan of yours, and she's not under contract.
Oh, okay. All right.
So Kate might be fun for you to have a chat with.
Okay.
She knows most of these cats that'll be out there.
I think Tricky would be fun.
Yeah, Tricky. Yeah, but he plays by the rules, as you can see, whether it's stealing or not. He plays by the rules, so I don't know how much he'll indulge in conversation.
No, just a fun conversation.
Yeah,
just talking about life in general.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, I can drop a couple feelers out.
Okay. So we'll get back to you folks and let you know who's on. It'll be a surprise to us all. Maybe it's a trick.
I'll do my best. I'll see who I can garner up with.
Well, I've had Jeff on the podcast before. I've had Wes on the podcast before.
Yep, Jeff and Wes.
So yeah, so there's some heavy hitters. So let them know that, and we have the White Widow here. So let them know they're this is the big time. They can do a big time podcast.
Yeah, I'll drop some texts and see who's able to jump on with you.
Okay. Well, you're there as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in,
Okay.
John.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So with that, everybody follow Trish Bulinsky on all the socials. Everybody be nice to Trish on Reddit. I do post links to this podcast on Reddit. I do read some of the comments.
I have not. I don't go.
I am very happy
those.
to I feel that I feel negativity for in a lot of instances. There's no constructive criticism there, and so and I can figure that out. A sentence in, maybe a second sentence if there's an entire paragraph. I just press the block button.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. If you ain't got nothing nice to say,
probably say it in another format.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. But it's funny because there are so many people saying so many, there's a lot of people going, I didn't like Trish until this podcast. And I was like, wow. All right. Well, that's
really?
Yeah. But people are loving you on the podcast.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well, thanks.
And it's just like, I don't care what she has to say. And then someone's like, actually, it was really insightful.
Well, good. I'm glad at least people are watching to see, because there's so much more than what you're seeing in a heavily edited, produced episode. And you know that as well as I do. And, critical thinking is not what it used to be. So if people are able to do that, then they can see past all the BS and figure out that we're not that bad.
No. I mean, and like some of my Survivor friends, like some of my most dynamic personality friends, weren't there long enough to get that edit. So, or they're sitting beside someone else that was the chosen one for that season.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, we can't show how great you are because that doesn't make them as great.
Exactly. That's pretty much the way it rolls on both sides.
Yeah.
So I love the people that hang on, the fans that watch and hang on, and they're actually able to dive in with an open mind and listen and just be like, oh, okay. So that's the way that person is. So I love that. I love those people that are able to do that. But, it's not for everybody.
Haters gonna hate.
That's right. Reality TV isn't for the faint of heart. That's for sure.
There we go. So with that, thank you, Trish. This has been an incredible season. We're not done, folks. There's Apocalypse coming up. There's post-game interviews. There's so much more. Follow Trish. I'm at Jonny Fairplay on all the things. No H and Johnny. Go to JonnyFairplay.com for links to everything. I got 6 cameos in the queue as soon as we're done here. So I will be fixing my hair and doing cameos. So everybody,
you're not fixing that hair. There's no fixing this hair, Johnny. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. There's no editing on this hairdo.
I'm gonna CGI it. It's gonna.
Perfect.
I'm gonna swap out my wig. Someone asked if I wore a wig the other day, and I was just like, "This is the wig you think I would pick?"
Yeah, exactly. This is not the wig I would pick either, but it's what we got. It's what we got given.
Yeah. So with that, thank you, everybody. Bye, everybody. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.